Have you ever heard of a day at a water park turning from fun to pure tragedy? On August 7th, 2016, that's exactly what happened at Schlitterbahn Waterpark in Kansas. A 10-year-old boy named Caleb Schwab had a day he would never forget, and neither would anyone else who heard his story. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to our channel, where we bring you riveting stories that captivate the heart and mind. Today, we've got a jaw-dropping tale to share, and it's one that's going to leave you utterly astounded. We're delving into the shocking events that unfolded at an amusement park, involving a young boy named Caleb Schwab, and you won't want to miss a single moment of it. So, if you're a fan of intriguing and eye-opening stories, be sure to hit that subscribe button, because you're about to embark on a roller coaster of emotions. Buckle up, folks, and let's dive headfirst into this incredible video. In August 2016, at Schlitterbahn Waterpark in Kansas, a 10-year-old boy named Caleb Schwab was really excited to ride the world's biggest water slide, which was called Verrückt, a German word for insane. This ride was super popular at the park. Caleb got on a raft with two other people and started going down the slide, but something went terribly wrong. About halfway down, he got knocked out of the raft by the powerful force of the ride. It was so powerful that he hit a metal post and lost his head. It happened so fast that he died right there. When they looked into what happened, they found out some troubling things about how the slide was built. It seemed like the people who made it weren't very careful, and the safety measures were not good. It's pretty scary to think that something like this could happen in an amusement park. On January 23, 2006, Caleb Schwab was born in Kansas. He was one of 4 sons in his family and grew up in a lively home. Caleb loved playing baseball, and he was a part of a team called the Mudcats, which was close to where he lived. Apart from Caleb's dad, Scott, who had a job as a member of the Kansas House of Representatives from 2003 to 2019, the Schwab family had a pretty average life. Now let's talk about why the Schwab family went to Schlitterbahn. Schlitterbahn was a popular water park in Kansas, known for having 2 pools and 14 water slides. It was one of 5 Schlitterbahn water parks in the whole country. The Schwab kids were super excited about this trip. On the day of their visit, the Schwab family went to church in the morning, and after that, they hopped in their car and drove to the water park. Caleb was particularly thrilled because he wanted to ride the world's tallest water slide, as his dad, Scott, had told him. Scott Schwab, his dad, reminded his boys to stick together, and Caleb replied, "Dad, I know." Little did they know, these would be the last words Caleb would say to his father. However, things took a different turn when they reached the water slide called Verrückt. To meet the weight limits for the slide rafts, ride operators decided to split up Caleb and his older brother. It was Nathan, the older brother, who took the first step towards this separation, and he waited eagerly for Caleb at the bottom of the slide. After a fun day at the water park, Caleb Schwab and his family decided to go on the Verrückt water slide. Caleb got onto the front of a raft that could hold 3 people, with 2 sisters from his family sitting behind him. As they went down the slide, a tragic accident happened. The raft went really fast, reaching speeds of up to 70 miles per hour. When they went over a big hill, the raft went airborne, and Caleb collided with the netting above the slide. This terrible collision instantly killed him, and it was a very sad and shocking moment for his family. Nathan, his older brother, rushed to tell their parents, Scott and Michelle Schwab, about what had happened. He was shouting about how Caleb had flown from the slide. The park staff quickly responded to reports of a loud noise and an injured child. When they arrived at the scene, they found Caleb's lifeless body in the water at the bottom of the slide. Scott Schwab, Caleb's father, asked one of the park employees for the truth. He needed to hear it from them, so he asked, "Is my son dead?" Sadly, the employee nodded, and Scott received the heartbreaking confirmation that his son had passed away. The story of how Caleb lost his life on the Verrückt water slide began when the ride was first introduced at Schlitterbahn Waterpark in 2014. This slide was extremely tall, even taller than Niagara Falls, measuring 168 feet and 7 inches. It was both thrilling and frightening for those who dared to ride it. Many reviews, as reported by Texas Monthly, had positive things to say about the Verrückt ride. People called it the most amazing ride I've ever ridden, said it was like dropping out of the sky, and described it as both terrifying and terrific. This attraction quickly became popular and was considered the park's main highlight until the tragic incident involving Caleb Schwab. After Caleb's accident, Schlitterbahn Waterpark closed the ride for 3 days. In an interview with an unnamed lifeguard, they mentioned that they had warned their friends and family that it was only a matter of time before someone got hurt on the ride. Furthermore, an inspection conducted just before the ride's opening revealed that rafts could frequently go airborne in a way that could seriously harm or even kill the people on them. On the second slope of the ride, rafts often flew into the air. During construction and testing, the ride's designers, Jeff Henry and John Shelley, were concerned about the ride's fast pace as rafts passed by them. To address this issue, they decided to install emergency netting above the ride. Tragically, about 2 years later, Caleb Schwab lost his life due to the addition of the netting and a series of operational and administrative errors. Following an investigation, authorities charged Jeff Henry, John Shelley, and the general contractor, Henry and Sons Construction, with second-degree murder. Tyler Miles, the operations manager of Schlitterbahn, was also charged with manslaughter for concealing the park's past accidents. There was evidence of deliberate neglect found in footage from the Travel Channel and internal reports from Schlitterbahn Waterpark. Prosecutors revealed that Miles had hidden several injuries reported to the management, and at least 13 other people who rode the slide had suffered non-fatal injuries like concussions, ruptured discs, and inflamed eyes. Miles continued to disregard these reports, including serious safety concerns with the slide. An alarming lack of qualifications was also discovered when examining the ride's designer, Jeff Henry. He hadn't completed high school and had no formal engineering training. However, in early 2019, Judge Robert Burns dismissed all the charges against Jeff Henry, John Shelley, and Tyler Miles on the grounds that the evidence presented was prejudicial. The judge criticized the Travel Channel show's video for being excessively dramatic and for giving an unreliable account of how the ride was made. Even worse, Judge Burns claimed that Henry and Shelley couldn't have breached any ride safety rules since Kansas had such minimal restrictions. Judge Burns also criticized the untrustworthy witnesses' evidence in court. The Schwab family reached a $20 million settlement with Schlitterbahn Waterpark and other businesses in 2017. "Can I go play?" is one of Caleb's favorite questions to ask his parents. Its mission is to help kids who are willing to work hard and dedicate themselves to the discipline of getting better at whatever sport they love. A law requiring annual inspections of amusement park. Rides by inspectors certified by one of the several national boards certified engineers with 2 years of experience in the amusement park industry, or individuals with 5 years of experience in the amusement park industry, was approved by the legislature in response to making his speech in the Kansas House of Representatives. In addition, parks are required to record any and all injuries. When ABC News asked how his family was handling the loss of their son, Scott Schwab stated, "We have a box of greeting cards from around the world, and we just want people to know that we're grateful, and yeah, we're still hurting, but we're going to be okay." That's all for today, folks. We've come to the end of another video. I hope you've enjoyed yourself, and please stay safe. Do give us a subscribe and click the bell icon for further updates and more videos that we'll post to this channel. Thank you once again for joining us, and we'll see you in our next video.